होली कब है? कब है होली? कब?
To answer Gabbar Singh, it's Holi today. Cinemazi Studios wishes you a very happy and colorful Holi, laced with colors, full of life, and something that works best when it comes to a song, a narrative plot point, or even the climax of films. There are very few festivals that can encapsulate human emotion the way Holi does. Perhaps that is the reason why Holi plays such an important and integral part of history of popular Hindi films, right from 1940s, where films like Jogan and Aurat, till 2020, where a blockbuster like War cannot do without a Holi song. For the last 80 years, there have been filmmakers who have rediscovered their craft when it comes to storytelling, thanks to something like a Holi sequence or a Holi song. This is Cinemazi Studios. I am Gautam Chintamani, and we are going to celebrate and look at some iconic Holi moments on Hindi screen. Amongst the earliest films that celebrated Holi on Indian screen when it came to Hindi films was a film called Holi, released in 1940. It was followed by films like Aurat and Jogan, but these films were made in black and white. Perhaps that is the reason why a visual treat such as Holi does not come to mind as readily when you think of these films. That is also the reason why in the early 1950s with Mehboob Khan's Aan, which was shot in Technicolor, and it was a swashbuckling drama. It had Dilip Kumar, Nimmi, Premnath, Nadira. That had a Holi song, and that became one of the first big Holi songs which was celebrated because largely it was shot in color. Similarly, towards the end of the decade, Mehboob remade his own film Aurat as Mother India. That also had a fantastic Holi song. One of the earliest films that truly captures the spirit of Holi and the joy of just being alive on screen is V. Shantaram's Navrang. Now, this was a film that Shantaram made after he had a medical condition and he was rediscovering his craft as a storyteller.
मेरा दिल कहता है कि तुम ऐसा गाना रचोगे कि जिसे सुनकर लोग तो क्या स्वयं गणेश जी भी होली खेलने आएंगे.
And that is the reason why Navrang is nothing but an explosion of color on screen.
अटक अटक झटपट पन घट पर चटक मटक एक नार नवेली गोरी गोरी ग्वार.
And these become the first few songs that come to your mind when you think of Holi. Usually it's the success of a film that decides the fate of elements associated with the film, how easily the audiences would remember them, how long people would recall those moments. Holi is a celebration of many things, and one of the things associated with Holi is the Nandlala aspect of Lord Krishna. That was featured in films like Rahi and Mashuka in the 50s, where the idea, the iconography of Nandlala became the center stage when it came to celebrating Holi.
होली खेलत नंदलाल ग्वाल बाल संग रास रचाए ग्वाल बाल संग रास रचाए नटखट नंद गोपाल.
By the 1960s, when you wanted to break the shackles of the past, that also created heroes like Shami Kapoor, Dharmendra, and to some extent Manoj Kumar. Now, these were also rebels in the truest sense of the word, and this is also depicted from the Holi songs that were picturized on people like Dharmendra. In 1966's Phool Aur Patthar, Lai Hai Hazaro Rang, it captures the mood of the narrative, which is completely different from the traditional Holi songs which the audiences had seen up until that point. By the time the 70s came, the narrative of Hindi cinema had changed to a very great extent, especially in the popular Hindi films. 70s were a very different era as far as the society also was concerned. There were a lot of changes. There was a great deal of unsettlement and even anger towards the system. So Holi, the explosion of colors, also assumed a different identity. Here it was about individuals who were trying to find their space in the society. It was also about the society which was trying to adjust to different kind of points of views. So in the 70s, when you have films like Holi Aire or later Kati Patang, these were films where Holi plays a very important role, but it's more to do with the visual aspect of Holi. It's very little to do with the festival of Holi or the history associated with Holi. So you did not have any more songs that had Nand Lala. Holi also became a very important aspect in the narrative of the films, especially in a film like Kati Patang, where the heroine or the leading lady has assumed the life of a widow, and widows usually used to dress up in white at that time. So now when you have Holi, which is an explosion of colors, a celebration of life, and at the same time you have the leading lady who's leading a life which has no more color, no more celebration. So in the song in Kati Patang, the color, a dash of color touches the heroine for the very first time and changes the interplay between Rajesh Khanna's character and Asha Parekh's character in the film.
खेलेंगे हम होली, खेलेंगे हम होली.
In the mid-1970s, there were three films, Fagun, Sholay and Zakhmi, which had Holi embedded in the narrative of the film. And Holi plays a very, very significant role in these three films. In Fagun, a rich man's daughter marries a middle-class man, and during Holi, where Dharmendra's character puts rang on Wahida Rahman's character, she does not know how to react. And the whole mood has been spoiled because when she finally realizes that that expensive sari that she was wearing was not meant to be a Holi playing sari. And she chastises her husband for that.
इतनी कीमती साड़ी मेरी, क्या हक पहुंचता है तुम्हें वो चीज खराब करने का, जो खुद खरीद कर दे नहीं सकते?
And the husband takes this reprimand to heart, and it changes the narrative of the film. In Zakhmi, Sunil Dutt's character displays rage during the Holi song, and that is one of the few instances where you actually see rage associated with Holi. The song Zakhmi Dilon Ka Badla Chukane stands out in the 70s, composed by Bappi Lahiri with great Kishore Kumar giving the vocals to Sunil Dutt. You're not expecting that kind of anger when you think of Holi, because Holi is usually associated with celebration, chhed-chhad, the Natkhat Nandlal. But this is complete rage that finds an outlet in the Holi song. There's a little backstory to that. I don't know how true it is, but legend has it and the industry folklore has it that Sunil Dutt did not enjoy Holi that much in real life. One of the reasons for that was that during his initial salad days when he was struggling, Sunil Dutt had limited means and he had very few good shirts that he would wear to meet producers. And one of the shirts was white. And he, in the run-up to Holi that year, somebody threw rang at him and that ruined that shirt forever. And there is a reason people say that Sunil Dutt never really celebrated Holi. So even ironically in Mehboob Khan's Mother India, Sunil Dutt's character Birju is perpetually in a rage mode and he's always angry. And you can see that why Sunil Dutt does a very good job in that film. In Sholay, Holi is many things. The Holi song is completely classic Holi song. There is chhed-chhad. The prelude to the song signify that playfulness of Holi. Holi is also the first time in Sholay where you see Radha and Jay's relationship hit the new phase. After the song, where the action sequence takes place and the Thakur reveals the hidden story that Jay and Veeru are not aware of, it changes the mode of the film. And one wouldn't be wrong to say that it's Holi which shifts Sholay into the next level. By 1980s, Holi was completely different, and that's largely thanks to Yash Chopra's Silsila with that legendary song Rang Barse Bhige Chunar Wali, which changed the way Holi was seen in Hindi film. It's very interesting to see how Yash Chopra keeps going back to Holi to put the narrative in some other mode. Even in Mashal, the Holi song becomes a reason to celebrate life. It's the last moment before everything goes to dust. In Dar, the entire narrative changes. And for the first first time you see the evil side of Holi in a Hindi film. Holi is also an event which is marked by many real life instances where people don't know and people don't have a grip on themselves, and you have these molestation and these harassment stories that you keep hearing of. And Dar captures that mood and that mode. The 80s were also trying to rediscover the essential elements of Holi, the Brajbala and the Radha and the Kanha Natkhat Chhedchhad aspect of Holi through songs in a film called Rajput.
भागी रे भागी ब्रिजबाला.
It was directed by Vijay Anand. It had a stellar star cast. Dharmendra, Vinod Khanna, Rajesh Khanna, Hema Malini, Ranjita. The canvas and the scale of the film was huge. And in that film, Lakshmikant Pyarelal's music and Anand Bakshi's lyrics captured the essence of Holi, the classical folk aspect of Holi. And when it comes to songs arrangement, very few people have the finesse of Pyarelal. The song's arrangement is a classic throwback to the sounds of Hindi cinema. So you hear a lot of percussion, you hear the dholak, the dafli, and Mahendra Kapoor's voice along with Manhar Udas's vocals capture the mood unlike any other film around that period. Similarly, in the film Nadia Ke Paar, which was a Rajshri production and featured Sadhna Singh and Sachin, there is a lovely song, Jogi Ji Dheere Dheere. Now that song is based in a village where the lovers are separated by a river in between, and hence the title Nadia Ke Paar. Nadia Ke Paar also became the inspiration, the starting point for Suraj Barjatia's Hum Aapke Hain Kaun, which became one of the biggest hits of not just 1990s, but in the history of Indian cinema. The scale of the song is very small. It's the interplay between people, and you can see that in the way Govind Muniz shot that song. So you see people in tighter close-ups, and you see the simplicity of the village people in the lyrics as well as the music arrangement, which was done by Ravindra Jain, and Sachin and Sadhna Singh's acting. One of the other 1980s iconic moments that celebrate or that capture Holi on screen can be seen in Jai Om Prakash's Aakhir Kyun. Released in 1985, this is a film that has a typical Holi song on the face of it. There is enough natkhat attitude in the hero, there is chhedchhad on the screen. But Holi becomes a precursor in the film to reveal the true colors of people. In the film, Rakesh Roshan and Smita Patil are a married couple, and Tina Munim is Rakesh Roshan's sister-in-law. She's the younger sister of Smita Patil. And there is this tension between Rakesh's character and Tina Munim's character. And the Holi song becomes the point where the true colors of people get revealed. Iconically, there is a lot of similarity between Silsila's song and Aakhir Kyun's Holi song, but the narrative is completely different because what Jaya Bachchan's character suspects in Silsila is happening closer home, is happening within the same family, and that is where Smita Patil changes gears. By the 1990s, Holi becomes completely different, at least in mainstream Hindi films. There is enough reason to have a Holi song, the celebration and the joy and everything is there, but it also enters into that item number territory where you don't know whether you need a song, a Holi song, or it's just one of those instances where some kind of exoticness can be added to the narrative of the film. But even then, there were a few films where Holi plays a very important role. One of them is Saudagar, where two rivals, these two sworn enemies played by Dilip Kumar and Rajkumar, become friends or rekindle their friendship, and Holi becomes that point where they rediscover their friendship.
होली प्यार का त्योहार होता है.
मन ने किया ना, कुछ ही कर लियो कर्नल साहब, पर मेरे ऊपर रंग ना फेंकना आ जाओ.
It infuses new colors in their lives. Similarly, in Damini, which deals with a woman hailing from a middle-class family and who has a different moral compass, or at least one can say a working moral compass, as opposed to the family that she marries into. She witnesses a rape that takes place within the house. It's her brother-in-law who commits this heinous crime, and she decides to go against the family. That is the story of Damini. Now, in Damini, the incident takes place on Holi. Again, it shows how violent Holi can become, or at least how some people can become very violent during Holi, and they use that whole chhed-chhad aspect of Holi as an excuse to get away with just about anything. Holi is also one of those things that each and every actor in some form or the other wants to be associated with. You become a part of the country's popular culture then, because films are the most accessible form of entertainment in India. Films are also a part of the storytelling narrative of India. In that aspect, many people may not have seen Silsila. Many people would not have an idea of who wrote the lyrics of Rang Barse or who composed the music, but they have definitely heard the song. By the turn of the century, the grammar of Hindi cinema and the lexicon of Hindi cinema completely changed. And it was only natural that this would also reflect in the songs that celebrate Holi. Now, Holi is a very Indian festival. There's no doubt about that. So, the language changed. And you can see that for the first time in 2005's Waqt, The Race Against Time. It had that famous song, Do Me a Favor, Let's Play Holi.
Do me a favor, let's play Holi. रंगों में है प्यार की बोली. Do me a favor, let's play Holi. रंगों में है प्यार की बोली.
So you have the visual imagery of Holi, you have the rang and the chhed-chhad, but the language completely changes. It's also reflective of the times. Now the other bookend of the change is 2013's Ye Jawani Hai Diwani. In that, the Holi song, Balam Pichkari, is very Indian, once again. But at the same time, it's also very urban, very cosmopolitan, which reflects the characters that the song is picturized on. But interestingly enough, Amitabh Bhattacharya's lyrics also try and capture that bit of Indian desiness. You can see that in the lyrics. You don't expect words like Lattu Padosan ki bhabhi ho gayi or Upvas, which is one of the words in the lyrics, or that line which is Bholi bhajan teri niyat kawali hai. This just shows that no matter how much you change, something still remains the same, and especially when it comes to Holi. Films such as Badrinath Ki Dulhaniya, Ranjana also have Holi songs. But while they're very modern in the shot taking and choreography and even the words, the emotion is almost like a throwback to the classic elements of Holi. A few years from now, people may forget the film, people may forget the actors, but the chances of remembering the song would be high. It's very strange that Raj Kapoor, who was known for his brilliant soundtracks, never had a Holi song in his films. Isn't that strange? Now, in that same aspect, everybody has their own favorite Holi songs. My favorite song is the song that I've not spoken about till now, because I wanted to save the best for last. My favorite Holi song is Rang Rejwa from a 1978 film called Dil Lagi. It's a song that captures a lot of things about Holi that usually people forget. It captures the folk aspect of Holi songs. It captures two great stars in the form of Dharamji and Hemaji. It captures the lyrics of Yogesh, one of the most underrated lyricists in the history of Hindi films. It just gets everything right. At Cinemazi Studio, we hope you enjoyed watching this Holi special. This is not a comprehensive list, but this is just a list of Holi songs and moments that capture the essence in a cinematic way. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button or the bell icon or like our videos. We would love to keep hearing from you.